Hey beauties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shonda and today I am super excited to share with you guys 3 tricks that I love to use to make sure that every outfit that I pull together usually looks good. And if you're interested in seeing some easy tips and tricks that you can use as well, then make sure you keep on watching. I am so excited because I know for me personally, I have struggled in the past when it came to like pulling the look together and just feeling like something was missing. I'm always looking for that je ne sais quoi, that something extra special about it that you can't quite put your finger on. And sometimes you can, but you want to try to make sure you present yourself in a way that just says, okay, she took some effort and time and thought putting her look together if you're really wanting to go that direction. It's 2023, and I know last year and the last couple years, one of my goals was to make sure that I really step up my game when it came to dressing, and this year is no different. I'm always constantly trying to learn new tips and tricks and things that help pull my look together, especially now trying to share things like that with you guys. So I hope these are easy for you to implement. Let me know what you guys think, but let's just jump into the first one. The first tip I love to use is the sandwich rule of color. Think about your outfit is a sandwich, okay? When you have a sandwich, a real good sandwich, you have the 2 buns, or the 2 pieces of bread, your top layer and your bottom layer, and then you have the contents of the sandwich that help to bring that whole sandwich together, make it taste so good. Well, we're gonna use that as a way to look at our outfit. Top and the bottom usually are gonna be about the same color or the same color. So for instance, if you're wearing a black top or a black hat or anything like that, then usually you want to go with like black shoes instead of like tan shoes, for instance, or whatever the color. You want to make sure that your colors kind of match each other, or at least they're in the same vicinity. If you've got black shoes or whatever shoes, green, red, it really doesn't matter, then you want to try to incorporate the color somewhere up top as well, because then it kind of helps to make it make sense. Now again, these are just some tricks that I've learned over the years, and if you are one of those just fashionistas, you probably can pull it together without it having to really look like everything goes together so well. But for those of us who are, you know, just not really the most fashionistas in the world, these tricks help us make sure our looks just are well pulled together, and just keep that in mind next time you get dressed. Second rule that I love to go by whenever it comes to putting together an outfit is the rule of proportions. And so basically what that means, if you have all baggy top, baggy jacket, baggy everything, and baggy pants, it doesn't necessarily look as well put together, unless that's the look, unless you're going like street style or something like that, and that's the look that you're going for. Or if you go completely everything tight, so if you got on a tight shirt and tight pants and skinny shoes, and it just doesn't look as well balanced as if you were to have the top part be a little bit more loose and have the skinny pants on the bottom, or vice versa. You can have a tight top and then wide leg pants, or just fitted top or anything like that. As long as you kind of balance the two, it just makes it look a lot more cohesive, a lot more modern, and it just looks better put together. And if you do have all skinny, say you have a pretty, you know, fitted shirt and say leggings or fitted jeans or things like that, then you can balance it with a blazer, a jacket, or something to that effect, and that'll help offset the tight look and make it look more cohesive that way as well. The other thing you can do is to wear wide leg pants. I think that still would look really well if you wore like straight leg, wide leg, something that's a little bit looser, as well as cargo pants, things like that. So if you wear those types of items, then you can wear a little bit more fitted shirt, or either try to make sure your button-up shirt is nicely tucked in, things like that, just to help give yourself some portion. And then the third tip I have, which is one of my favorites, is to season it up. Okay, we're talking food, so we may as well stick with the theme. So season up the look. So what I mean by that is sometimes you need to add a third layer, whether that's a jacket or a cardigan or a sweater or whatever the case may be. Maybe it could be a scarf, definitely maybe a belt, things like that. Sometimes you need to add just another little layer, so it's not just a shirt and pants or skirt or whatever the case may be. Season it up. Think about, you know, what layer could you add. The other thing, what I mean by seasoning, is texture. So you want to make sure that you have some texture as well. So you can do a beautiful all black look, and it can fall completely flat if you don't have some type of texture included in that look. So for me, usually if I'm gonna do a black look or whatever look it is, I want to make sure I play around with the textures of the material. So that could be faux leather with cotton, or it could be satin, or it could be a number of different, you know, materials, but you want to make sure that the whole outfit isn't the same exact material throughout, just because it can fall a little bit flat and taste a little bland when you're looking at it. That eye candy isn't as sweet. So you want to make sure that you season it up and give it a little bit of flavor. And if you use these 3 tricks, that should hopefully give you at least a good start to make sure that you can elevate your look for 2023, because we're coming in hot this summer, okay? And it's just right around the corner, and I know you're probably already thinking about what you're gonna buy for your wardrobe for the summer. So you might not have to buy anything. You may have these things already in your wardrobe, but just put them together a little bit differently. So hopefully this video helped. If it did, make sure, if you haven't already, that you go ahead and hit that subscribe, and go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't as well. If you did enjoy this video, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts, what some tips and tricks that you like to make sure that you incorporate when you get dressed, so that you can share in the comments and let the rest of us girlies know, so we can all be looking fly and fabulous together. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.